Good morning, St. Francis. It is November the 20th, 2020, Friday of the 33rd week of the year. Coming to you from the interior of our church, set up for Sunday, which will happen in a couple of hours, you could say. Tomorrow begins, and then we go into Sunday. Our Book of the Names of the Dead with our Paschal candle still proudly displayed, as it is during the month of November over here. Why am I in the church for today and not outside? Because it is another beautiful Carolina day with beautiful blue sky and sunshine today. Well, I'm here in the church because today's gospel is Luke's understanding, is Luke's interpretation of Jesus, or Luke's narrative of Jesus chasing the money changers out of the temple. Not as dramatic as Matthew's or John's, but nonetheless still making a statement. Jesus chases the money changers out of the temple, calling his house, calling the temple a house of prayer and not a den of thieves. The Pharisees, again, getting very angry at him for doing this and wanting to plot against him. But as Luke says, the people are hanging on his every word, and so it would be dangerous to try to take Jesus, so far a popular figure in people's mindsets, away and arrest him. Now, a couple of things that have to be known about this whole scenario. Why were there money changers in the temple to begin with? Well, again, because they are selling the offerings that are to be made, whether it be doves or lambs or whatever it is, oxen, those kinds of things, depending on the price that you paid. The more that you offered an animal, the greater your offering to God would be, and perhaps the greater the favors then would be returned to you. Now, again, were they permitted to do this? Were they permitted to be selling, and buying in the midst of the temple precinct? Yes, they were. The law was that you could do this because that's why people came to the temple, was to offer sacrifice. And the temple benefited, from a cut of what was given to those people who were selling the doves, the lambs, the oxen, whatever it is. So it helped the temple to continue to survive because you had to take care of this tremendously marble, gold inlaid building, that just didn't happen automatically. So again, the necessity for a type of collection, which is always necessary, again, in every church, that we have, in every church that we occupy, in every church that we worship in. There has to be some sort of connection. There has to be some sort of financial connection, to what it is that's happening here. The question is, and which Jesus raises, is that the only question? Or is that the only connection? Is that the only connection? Because the reality is that sometimes, a church, just like any business, any enterprise, anything that we do as human beings, can become so consumed with money, can become so consumed with raising money, making sure we have enough money, making sure there's money here, money there, or that you don't get money or you get money. And the disbursement of this funds and all kinds of things like that can destroy the heart of a community, can destroy the heart of a parish, and destroy the heart of a faith community. Jesus cautions us with the necessity, yes, of needing to have funds, of needing to have money to work, to be able to do the things the church can do, to be able to pay the people that the church employs, to bring the gospel to light. But if that is the greatest concern of any community of faith, if that is the greatest concern of any church, of any parish, then perhaps we have lost our way. Perhaps placing money before God in many ways jeopardizes not only our salvation, but jeopardizes our humanity, what we are called to be and what we are called to do in this world. Jesus chases the money changers out of the temple so that we may be focused on God, because we have to believe in some way that God will provide always for what we need. And the help that we can offer is good, but the help that we offer can never replace what God can do for us. May the Lord give you peace.